New Baja Blast for the net instead of him. Philadelphia go. Eastern Conference semifinals. Philadelphia controls the tip. Oubre on the attack, and he scores.
Karl-Anthony Towns not happy with himself, tipping the ball right to Kelly Oubre.
Philadelphia shot 45% in game 2. The Knicks shot 51%. McBride fade away, short. And Embiid grabs the rebound.
Philly wants to run.
Embiid one-on-one. They send a second body. Repost. Spray it outside. George got it. A three.
You cannot let him stand there and make passes. Dirk Nowitzki made that point about Karl-Anthony Towns. It's the same with Joel Embiid.
And Hart turns it over. Edgecombe is fouled going to the rim.
In the playoffs. 80 more games, he can overtake Steph Curry.
You're a glasses half full kind of guy, Stan, aren't you?
Absolutely right. Only 80 more playoff games.
7-0 lead for the 76ers. Hart drives it. That banker doesn't go. Embiid a factor defensively. Maxey flick it over. George, hot hand. No.
Well, both these teams want to run. New York wants to keep the tempo up as much as they can. Embiid now on Josh Hart. Paul George, who did a pretty good job on Towns, will start that way tonight.
Step back Jay. Brunson too strong. Towns lost it out of bounds. They were down 99-96. Backdoor. George adjusts and flushes it down.
That's on that flex count.
Hart protects and scores the fend-off on Oubre.
Sure was a fend-off. He really extended the arm on that one.
The Knicks are riding a 5-game playoff winning streak, and a number of those have been blowouts. Hart tried to knock it away once again. Got his hand in there. Embiid picks up his dribble. Kick it out. Maxey extra. Edgecombe deep corner. And down goes Embiid. Down goes Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns initiating the offense. He's met outside. Embiid overplaying him, and a foul is called.
He was so persistent, he picked up the foul.
9-2 advantage here for Philly. Brunson one-on-one with Maxey. To the corner. Hart misses on a three ball. He shot it so well from three-point territory during the regular season. Not so here in the postseason. Maxey lost it, and it's an over and back.
Against the Knicks, they have struggled.
Obviously no OG Anunoby. What are they going to miss without his presence?
Everything. He has been maybe the best shooter in the playoffs overall of any team, and both ends of the floor.
Karl-Anthony Towns gets to the rack to cut into this Philly lead. George bounce it, and Embiid partially blocked on the inside, and Hart comes away with it. Here's Brunson on the move. Stop and go. Brunson all the way. Tipped home by Hart. Early offense, Embiid. Double team, Embiid is fouled. George gets the step on Hart. Nice defensive effort there by McBride. And now it's one-on-one. Shot clock down to 6. George rises up. Connects from the side.
Wow, I'll tell you, in this series so far, we've seen the Paul George from years ago.
He's just looked fresher.
He sure has. That jump shot has been pure. We always know he can get a shot. Great size and can play off the dribble.
Brunson drives it. 3 defenders there. Towns with the redirect.
Well, I like it with Towns. I said it earlier. They're going to play you with a small, get your head under the rim.
Look out! You got the TJ Maxx with VJ and Maxey. And the step in by Maxey. VJ Edgecombe. Of game 2. So Deuce McBride getting the start.
And Anunoby's done that on 62% shooting and 54% from 3.
Brunson couldn't finish. Pedal to the metal. Edgecombe gets cut off there by Hart. He grabbed his finger. He's been dealing with some pain there. Embiid one-on-one with Cat. Embiid got it. Embiid returning after missing game 2 with hip and ankle trouble. Offensive foul.
For Josh Hart was established on that screen, but then got the elbow out.
Inside, Oubre. And Brunson goes down. The jumper in, out, and in again. Paul George is feeling it. It's a 9-0 run for Philadelphia. Towns fake on a 3. Outside for McBride. Shot clock is winding down. McBride looking for a runway. And quickly for the follow.
Well, Towns really working to 3 of his shots.
20-10 Sixers. McBride works over the screen to deal with the rookie Edgecombe. Hart goes down.
Call and non-call.
Mikal Bridges, his numbers have really picked up. Last 3 games, just under 20 points per game. Screen set by Towns, and it's going to go the other way. Oubre took the brunt of it. Available last game. Late scratch with an illness, now in there for New York. Embiid goes between the legs on that feed for Maxey. Oubre, the corner 3 doesn't go. Hart running. And it's a heartbreak for New York. 6 points for Josh Hart.
Hart great in the open floor, one of the best coast-to-coast guys in the league.
George against Hart, step back. Oh, by George! He is 5 of 7 from the field.
Well, game 2, he had 11 points in the first 4 minutes and 10 seconds, but only ended up with 19. Let's see if he can sustain a little bit better tonight.
Jalen Brunson sticks it from long range. Maxey in motion to the rim. 25-15 Philadelphia. Bridges squares and connects from long range. Has cut into the Philly lead. Now up advantage here for Philadelphia under 4 minutes to go in the first. Drummond in, Grimes in. George against McBride. George goes to work. Spins and nails it from the outside. Brunson works his way into the paint and then loses the ball. Scooped up by Drummond. Philadelphia's largest lead has been 12. Drummond. Dishing. Oubre. Couldn't finish it on the inside. Maxey gets it out for Oubre. One-on-one with Brunson. Tries to anchor down. Oubre. The turnaround, the rims out. And Brunson is there for the board. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Brunson the handles. Steps through. And misses on the right-handed baby hook. And the
creativity in that outfit.
Alvarado is in for New York, so Brunson gets a breather. Karl-Anthony Towns playing with 2 fouls. It's an isolation against Barlow. Start of the second quarter. Clarkson, the push shot, and he gets the roll.
Well, Karl-Anthony Towns right now would rather pass than score, Cassidy.
Maxey floats it in.
But for the Knicks, that's great, but they've limited him to 2 attempts.
And Towns is not going to get... So the Knicks trigger in with Alvarado, joined by Hart, Shamet, Clarkson, and Towns. Here's Shamet trying to get the step on Maxey, accelerates. Oh, what a sweep! From a minute gone by in the second quarter. Embiid, Maxey, Barlow, Edgecombe, and Grimes. 5 on the floor. Kick. Edgecombe. Hart the box out. What a tremendous rebounder.
Tremendous rebounder, then he pushes in transition.
Oh, and it's Hart. Did everything
and leads the break, and he can both finish and make plays for others.
And Hart missed them both. Back 10. controlled by New York. So the Knicks get a reload. Timer is down to 6. Hart watched by Edgecombe. Switch. Hart to Towns. They're going to run out of time. Too late.
7. New York has offset that by a great advantage on the board.
Embiid tries the Euro. Towns couldn't grab it. And Grimes took a shot to the face. Oh! Shannon! Going hard to the hole! We're all tied up. George. Working against Shannon. George had knocked away. Gets it back. Couldn't recover.
And New York's deep.
And the Knicks can take their first lead of the night. Towns engulfed by Embiid. Ahead, Maxey can finger roll.
The
Sixers go in front by 2. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Hart turns the corner and he puts it down. They're tied at 35. Embiid gathers. Embiid can't get it to go. Towns the quick outlet.
And here's Hart again, leading the break.
Towns fakes on the 3. Met there by George. Hart sees an opening. Kicks it up. Hot hit. No. Back top. Alvarado. Got him. A 3. And
It's officiated the same in the playoffs as
9 to shoot. George defended by Robinson. Now in for Towns. Grimes outside. Oubre can't hit the 3. Alvarado tried to box out Grimes, but he got his hand on it for the back tap. Swing. Embiid. Robinson doesn't bite on the fake, and Embiid misses from the outside on the mid-range jumper.
another rebound for Hart, his 6th already.
And Knicks have been doing this with Brunson on the bench. Now he's popping off the bench to check in next dead ball. Alvarado. Defended by Grimes. Robinson tries to set that screen. Embiid comes out. Alvarado beats his man to the spot. And Grimes is in. Lock it up. Throw it down! Robinson devours the rim!
Great.
A poster for Mitchell Robinson. Embiid flips it up. He's fouled. Bodies are just flipped. Turn this around. Embiid missing on the free throw. Knicks.
Well, it's 13-2 in second chance points.
Brunson operates, picked up by Edgecombe, and Brunson draws the foul. May is meant in the playoffs as a member of the Knicks, and he goes 1 out of 2. (41-36). Knicks. Maxey over McBride. Splash.
Again,
Bridges. Drive it. Kick it for Hart. Knicks have to work quickly here. McBride in for Brunson. 2 seconds. 1 second. Brunson launches and hits a 3.
That's a big-time shot.
44-38 Knicks. Oubre. Drop coverage. Denied by Robinson. Tracked down by George. Oubre. Fades. Air ball.
Oubre having a tough night. 1 for 7.
Brunson gets the screen from Robinson. Brunson off the mark for 3. Long rebound to Maxey. Now it's off to the races. Maxey bounces. Oubre extra. Driven the 3-ball. Air ball. Caught by Oubre. And he's fouled.
It's incumbent that Oubre be able to make plays.
The Sixers are down to 43%. Knicks 44, Sixers 40. George guarding Hart tightly on the perimeter. And a by Edgecombe. One-on-one, Robinson now vacates the area. Brunson with 5. Good defense. Edgecombe draped all over him. Brunson leans. And a foul is called.
Yeah, it really is, and I'm surprised by that. They see
All those years of wisdom really come into play in these moments where you can break it down. Brunson's got 11 points, 5 assists. Bona didn't see it coming. Bridges on the break. Bridges drives, flips it up and in, plus the foul. 3 points off of turnovers in game 2. And they allow just this.
Yeah, it's been a huge part of this series. Philly's just got to gather themselves right now.
Oubre gets to the 10.
Right through Brunson on that one, using his size advantage.
49-42, Knicks. We approach 4 minutes to go in this first half. Brunson gives it up, gets it back. Brunson now, swing. Bridges checks the feet, fires, hits a 3.
Wow, he has really come alive here in this series.
They are shooting 75% from the field in the second quarter. George can't answer. Robinson taps it over to Bridges. Bridges lost the drive. High archer, no. Robinson got his hands on it, tracked down by Shannon. Hart gives it up for Brunson. The lead is now 10 for New York. Brunson maneuvers for the banker. Timeout, Sixers.
In the house, guys.
And there's no doubt, Cassidy, it's gotten louder from the Knicks faithful since Philadelphia jumped out to that early 20-8 lead. The Knicks have outscored the Sixers 46-22. The hustle by Shannon, and then out of bounds. Oubre goes down, and contact. Bridges is shrugging his shoulders, and he's going to pick up the personal. Stay tuned for the half, presented by Spurs and the Timberwolves. Coming up, second half of our playoff doubleheader, the NBA on Prime. The Knicks' advantage is 10. Largest lead either side has been 12.
Philly in zone.
Oh, Robinson, the full extension, but he couldn't crank it down. George, they work it inside Embiid, and Robinson is called for the foul.
They've got to shut down the paint, and they've got to do a better job on the glass. And then offensively continue to take care of the ball, but they've got to get back into some offensive flow.
The cross, Brunson, the jumper is short, and it caroms there. 25 lead changes, the most in a playoff game since 2015. Embiid, back outside, George, having a catch with Edgecombe. Once again, it's Embiid, shot clock down to 4. George lets it fly, short.
Well, they've got to get a cutter when they come to double team Embiid. They've got to get someone on the cut to collapse that defense to open up shots. Everybody's just standing around.
Towns drives, kicks, McBride off the rim. Towns is there for the offensive rebound. McBride, yes, a 3.
I mean, Philly's just
starting for the injured OG Anunoby. Maxey, hard cut, lob, catch by Oubre and delivers.
Assist. They got to open him up. They're going to blitz all the pick and rolls. Forget running pick and rolls. Just let him close to 30. I don't see how they can beat the Knicks.
Right through the wickets of Towns. Philadelphia trying to take advantage. George, extra, Edgecombe, got a 3.
Make no mistake, he's the guy that created that basket.
63-57, Towns can't answer it, rims out. George hands it off to Edgecombe. Just over 2 minutes elapsed in this third quarter. Edgecombe trying to set it up in the Sixers and Knicks. Philadelphia 5-4 in those series against New York. George, stop and pop. Rebounded weak side by Brunson. Hart leaks out. Embiid is lurking. Brunson puts it on the deck. Drives and scores +1.
Well, I like that from Brunson. You don't
beating the Sixers in 6 games.
Well, it was
in the playoffs. The Knicks have the #2 offensive rating. They have the #3 defensive rating. Right now, Oubre is the high scorer for Philadelphia with 17. Embiid short on a 3. Hart couldn't grab it. Edgecombe does. Lob, catch. Oubre inside, in traffic, and it's rebounded by Hart. Hart now has 10 rebounds. The bullet feed and the floater for Bridges. The setup by Towns.
The ball eyes on the rim, was able to make a play.
Maxey two-man game with Embiid. He'll drive and stuff it. Met at midcourt by George. Timer is down to 12. Hart now on a switch with Embiid. Bridges makes his move. Kick, corner, McBride misses on a three. Offensive board, Towns. Ball is moving. Hart can't hit the three. And a rebound to Edgecombe.
Towns now 4 offensive rebounds.
Embiid sizing up Towns, gets rid of it. Ball reversal. Maxey penetrates, and it's blocked by Towns. It's a goaltend.
I like that, though. The ball.
George has taken 13 shots. Oubre has taken 12. Out of bounds. And their 8 playoff games. The biggest differential in playoff history for 8 games.
Yeah, absolutely incredible what they have done. Things really turned around after going down 2-1 to Atlanta. It's amazing what a difference 2 weeks will make. 2-1, Knicks fans were in panic mode. Now they're playing the parade.
The banker doesn't go, but a foul. 2K players.
They're going to try to get it going now.
70-61 Knicks. We're going to hit the 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Sixers come in with a number 8 offensive rating in the postseason. Maxey gets to the cup. Will lead in the series. They've got a 7-point advantage here in the third. Off the spin, Brunson can't convert. Edgecombe leaves it for Embiid. One-on-one with Towns. Hart shades, cross court, Edgecombe extra. George stops on a dime. Maxey feeding the post, contact from Towns. There's a bounce back shooting the ball in this third quarter. They're 5 of 10. The Knicks are 3 of 10. Edgecombe nearly lost it. Embiid drains it. The Knicks deflected by Oubre, out of bounds with loop it in for Robinson, who replaces Towns out with those 4 fouls. Brunson forcing the action. He's creative.
Wow. Right at Embiid.
5 Knicks. They blitz. Embiid down the lane. Rocks the rim. Embiid. He's got 12 points, just 2 rebounds. Brunson stops, pops, and hits.
We only had 5 points in the first quarter, 17 since then.
Maxey tried to shake and bake on Bridges. Gets Embiid involved. And now it's George with 10 to shoot. George trying to turn the corner on Robinson. George fires. Too strong.
Well, it reminds me a little bit of the other night. George, huge first quarter with 15. And still has 15. Has not scored since the first quarter.
Hart, the jumper, bullseye. New York. And now he's in double figures and a double-double. 10 points, 10 boards for John Hart. George trying to get around him. He does. Sets up Edgecombe, extra feed. Oubre connects for 3. 22 for Oubre. Coming off a game where he scored 19.
Seconds and only 8 points the rest of the way. Tonight he has not scored since the first quarter. Challenge in the first half, and if we do, it's going to be really obvious. We can't lose one in the first half. Number 2, you can't be emotional. And number 3, you can't be rushed. If we can't make our decision.
Took a lot of time, and he throws it to Edgecombe, and it's showtime. VJ Edgecombe rising up for the jam.
Wow, that's a tough way to make a pass.
And it cuts the Knicks lead to 4. Spin by Brunson. Give it up. Hart rejected by Embiid. Maxey is running. And foul was called. Shamet trying to defend Maxey. Embiid went down in the backcourt, was expecting a call after contact from Robinson. And turnover. Hart is running. Love it up. Robinson couldn't finish. There's a foul. Set in the playoffs. And the line drive. And it's 1 out of 2.
He was 0 for 4 when they went to the hack-a-mitch in game 1. You don't want to do it, obviously, with Embiid or any of your key players, but you could bring in a Drummond, a Bona, somebody like that, and go to it.
Embiid tried to feed the post, and it's knocked away. Oubre couldn't catch it. Hart forcing the action, challenging Embiid, loses his footing, tries to save it, and Shamet guides it over to Brunson. It's a backward down. Maxey to Embiid. Banker doesn't go, but a foul. Ask AI mode in Google search. 85-76, New York. Philadelphia with possession. George, high archer, rims out. And Towns is there with the box out.
And George is 0 for 7 since the first quarter.
And Hart just went down hard. Alvarado is in. Works through the double team. Towns shovels inside. Clarkson, no. He was looking for a call, and it comes back out for Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Towns, back for Clarkson. Step back, Jay. A long two-pointer is
And 8 rebounds.
Stan, the bench is now 25-0 in favor of New York. Ingram, kick out. Grimes 3 is
when leading after 3, but you go back to game 2 of the first round, Atlanta able to come back in Madison Square Garden.
Edgecombe knocks it. Get it in. Shamet. Shot clock is down to 5. Shamet working against Grimes. Shamet tosses it up and draws the foul. He is having...
They're +3 with Bridges.
Missing on the first attempt. 71% shooter goes 1 out of 2. New York. Edgecombe on a handoff for Grimes. Grimes attack mode. Kick it. Edgecombe will drive it. Knocked away by Clarkson and a turnover. Clarkson gets around Edgecombe. Clarkson to the rim. Trailer is Towns. And it's taken away by George. 2 minutes gone by in the fourth. Lay opens up for Maxey, and the layup goes. 88-81. Knicks. Maxey now with 14 points on 7 of 9 from the field. Hart has a screen from Towns. Timer is down to 3. Towns the back end. The turnaround. Too strong. Grabbed by Edgecombe.
And Maxey should just have gone right there. Not even let him set.
Maxey fades. It's an air ball. And Towns plucks it. Alvarado up the floor in a hurry. Hart feeds it to the post. George trying to defend Towns. That's a tough fadeaway. It bounces off the rim, and it's controlled by Barlow.
Maxey's played all about 1 minute in this game.
Grabbing for money 3-ball.
To 10 after getting 16 a game in the first 2, and he does not have a free throw attempt.
Ball movement leads to Hart, who lays it in.
And another.
Oubre returning for Philly. Embiid still on the bench. Barlow, swing action. Oubre can't hit the 3. And Bridges steps in for the rebound.
I know Oubre's made some. That ball swung to Maxey. That's his chance to just go and attack. After that pass, instead, he throws it to the corner. Tyrese Maxey's got to take over.
Nobody was there, and Bridges,
especially so early. New York doing a great job executing out of the doubles.
19 for Bridges. The hot streak continues. George from the corner. Bang! Off the heel.
0 for 8 now since the first quarter.
Towns hands to Brunson. 7:35 to go in regulation. Brunson loses it, and it's scooped up by Grimes on his 26th birthday. Gives it up. Barlow with the throwdown.
It's a nice play, but way out here at least. It's just they're too overextended.
And it's back to a 6-point game with just over 7 minutes to go. George defending Towns. Brunson lets it fly. Money.
Well, then you can't jump in.
27 now for Jalen Brunson. And the Knicks advantage is 9. Maxey comes back to the ball, gets it back from Oubre with 7 to shoot. Maxey looking for an opening. George, the bullet feed. Oubre is rejected on the inside. They're running a 2-on-1, and Bridges will take it in and draw the foul. He's now sitting at the scorer's table, settling in just above the key.
And now 21 here tonight. He has started getting it done at the most important time of the year.
And George, it's not going to count. And the 4th foul on Hart. We approach the midway point of the 4th. Feed it to George. And
Maxey has not gotten enough volume attempts. Hart back in this one.
And a turnover. Bridges running. Trailing Brunson. Drives it. And scores it. The Spurs on Shemet.
It's a 3rd New York team foul.
Grimes loses it. Brunson defended by Edgecombe. Bounce it for Towns. Pick and pop. Karl Anthony Towns is off the mark from 3-point territory. Embiid way outside. He draws Bridges. Kick. Maxey. Extra. Grimes. In and out on a 3-ball. Grabbed by Towns. Run out by Shemet. And he's going to wait for his teammates as he loses his footing and hurts himself on the play. Under 5 minutes to go. Brunson. Shemet waits and draws the foul. 13 off the bench, now make it 4. Go back to the Garden on Tuesday night. It is now a 9-0 run.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey's got to do more for what his team needs. He just keeps swinging the ball, making the extra pass to the corner. That's not going to be good enough.
10 to shoot. George penetrates. Back outside, Embiid. He got bumped there by Bridges, trying to create space. Embiid puts it up. It rims out on a 3. Offensive rebound. Knocked out of George's hands. Maxey splashes in a triple.
Was the ball bounced to him? He's got to be more involved offensively.
101-89. Brunson. The banker, the man understands angles.
He certainly does.
31 points. Maxey misses on a 3. Grabbed by Brunson. Pedal to the middle. Up ahead. Bridges lays it in. The Knicks with some magic to the Sting transition. 3:40 to go. They are 5 of 13 in the 4th. George misses from the outside. Now 5 of 14. That's 36%.
And George is 0 for 9 since the first quarter.
The Knicks are shooting 64% in the 4th quarter. Brunson nearly busted ankles. Brunson in and out. It was halfway down and picking up the foul. Maxey to Embiid. Uncontested throwdown. Edgecombe goes down on the play. Brunson taking his time. Brunson forced to give it up. Hart, shot clock winding down. Misses from the outside. Embiid's got the board. That is his 6th of the night. Embiid on a handoff from Maxey. Get it back. Embiid's 3. No good. Towns, a traffic rebound.
Embiid now 3 for 26 from 3 in the playoffs.
No rush here for the Knicks. Towns has got 12 boards, 8 points. Brunson turns the corner. Euros. And is fouled.
I mean, they think it was all over. Knicks fans.
We have certainly seen a team that is, and Sohan.
Right. Landry Shamet getting great reinforcement from his Knicks teammates and the coaching staff. He was fabulous tonight. 15 points, 3 rebounds. They were plus 20 with him on the floor.
Diawara goes through the hands of Sohan and out of bounds. NBA on prime playoff doubleheader. Watford gets to the rack. And now it's all window dressing. Jeremy Sohan, the former center, an encouragement going into game 3. Fourth quarter, never allow them to make a run. Watford swing for Walker, flyby. Kicking around the perimeter. Walker will take and miss the 3. Rebounded by Sohan with 1 minute to go. Poland's jumper, short. And rebounded by the former Chicago Bull, Dalen Terry, for the final 50 seconds. Terry goes behind the back, fades, in and out. So the Knicks' playoff winning streak will now move to 6 games. That matches 1999 when they won 6 straight during that playoff run. Through the hands of Dadier. Won't go for Terry. Knicks can dribble out the clock.
And now have won those 6 games.